China's T Junction remain off with Bhutan, flexing muscle to attach arrive is just the same old thing new for Beijing in managing the remain off with New Delhi over the T Junction meeting purpose of India, Tibet and Bhutan. The primary board utilized by Beijing is its sovereignty over the land. Be that as it may, whose sway is Beijing discussing? On the off chance that it's Bhutan's sovereignty, China had a consent to not bother business as usual while limit talks are proceeding between the two nations. Be that as it may, China really did the inverse. It disregarded the ascension by outline and when it matched with Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit to Washington. As a result of saw dangers to China's possess expansionism. Real General Vitsip Namgyel, Bhutan's envoy to India, told the media, the PLA People's Liberation Army began development of a motorable street in the Doklam range towards a Bhutanese armed force camp at Zomphalri. We are in limit determination chats with China and have composed understandings that pending last limit settlement, peace and quietness will be kept up along the limit, and that both sides will abstain from singularly changing the status. Bhutan has passed on to China that street development is not keeping with the understandings between two nations. We have requested that China prevent the development and cease from changing business as usual. Doklam is close to the tri-intersection, and is a piece of limit talks amongst Bhutan and China. So when China talks of power, it ought to be noticed that Bhutan needed to issue a démarche on the issue, requesting that Beijing re-establish the norm in Doklam. The démarche, a formal articulation, was served through the Chinese International Safe Haven in Delhi on 20th June. Since Bhutan and China don't have discretionary relations. Illustrative picture. Reuters. China has had plans on the Doklam level despite the fact that it is the private property of the King of Bhutan. For recent years, PLA troops have persuasively barged into this zone, staying put for an hour or something like that, and revealing to Royal Bhutan Army RBA troops to clear the level, asserting it as Chinese domain. The simple truth that an endlessly greater nation like China is enjoying such tricks against a quiet neighbor like Bhutan shows the extent to which Beijing will stoop to possess an area wrongfully, cutting it off like a salami, just like it's finished with India. China's addition of Tibet, Manchuria, Xinjiang and parts of Mo.